anymore. But I'm going to take the big chunk over here to the homie. That's why I have no issue with people calling him a master mason. You damn right. He's the master of his catalog. He's the master of his words. He's the master of his archive. You feel me? He's the master of the ceremony. Right. Very few artists have been able to achieve this. But the ones that have, we've seen a demise.
I'm on 100%. 100. Red and blue, purple like Prince. Red and blue, purple the Benz. Change up the circle of friends. The Netheroo circle the twins. 75 ever since. 70 wives in the Benz. Red and blue, purple like Prince. 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 We feeling the urge, killing the purge. Buzzers electric, we feeling the surge. Feeling the words, killing the birds with immunity. Pillars of unity. This is the formula of Ultron. This is the age of the Ultron. This is the same stage as the Pope bomb. This is the sage you can smoke on. Copper pound, came on the scene, I was copper down. All I was missing was copper crown. Summer 16, I turned copper brown. Look for revenge in the copper town. Capping New Jersey and copper crown. 21 gun salute, jumper sound. My power pieces, the crystals be talking, the cloth that be talking. King County clothing, yeah, king of New York, and I'm Christopher walking, the missiles and walking. Pieces be talking, 21 hammers with country, the grammar, the broken, the English. I'm on 100%. 100. Red and blue, purple like Prince. Red and blue, purple the Benz. Change up the circle of friends. The Netheroo circle the twins. 75 ever since. 70 wives in the Benz. Red and blue, purple like Prince. 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 Red and blue, purple like Prince.
Charges of federal, art is incredible. Markers indelible, sparkers immeasurable. Sparking the medical, parkers on pedestal. Sharks for that revenue, hawks for what's settable. Heart full of vegetables, art at the vegetables. Heart no cholesterol, sharp on those episodes. I'm on 100%. I like when summer begins. I need my hundreds and tens. I need 100%. Go independent like Prince. I'm on 100%. I like when summer begins. I need my hundreds and tens. I need 100%. I like when summer begins. Whoa.
Indeed, yes indeed, yes indeed, yes indeed. All right, we are in the building. Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Welcome to another episode of Third Eye Thursdays. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, this is your host for the evening, the brother Red Pillar. Yeah, I'm here. Shout out to Ra Aku. Shout out to the Patreon. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm talking about. Who was in the building with me? We were just in class. This was our class for the 4-week cycle. So, you know, the brother had to close it out in Ra Aku fashion. All right. That song that you just heard, that's a classic called Prince. Red and blue, purple like Prince. I had to take it back to the classics because tonight we're going to go into the time machine. This is dark matter timing. This is all about going back in time. Not being afraid to go back in time, but going back in time to show and prove that everything is connected. Everything is related. We are literally living in a cycle. Time is centrifugal. It's not linear. It's not broken up. We have to be able to put these pieces back together. So tonight's show, we are going to show what it is. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, if you pay attention to that Prince video, it's a lot of rituals going on in that video. That video came out in 2018, Red and Blue, Purple like Prince. That was our farewell letter to the version of the community that we no longer was aligned with. You know what I'm talking about? So them motherfucking chickens had to get them heads cut off. And we put our, you know, we put our ceremony on film. You know what I'm talking about? We put the ceremony on film so the shit could go around the world. And that's how I could do magic. I could do magic. How y'all doing? Let's do the roll call. Let's go. Shout out to the director of that video, my good brother Shula the Don, who went on to do videos for Rick Ross. He basically helped Jim Jones relaunch his career. The brother is a cinematic genius. You feel me? So we're gonna be working with that brother in the near future. You know what I mean? Shout out to Shula out there in Miami. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the roll call and see who's in the building because we got work to do. You know what I mean? Seminole, Florida. Definitely land of the hidden mound. Shout out to the land of the flowers. Shout out to Florida. Peace to all of y'all out there. All right. PG, DC, via Bowie. Shout out to PG County, Washington, DC, the whole DMV, Spartansburg. Shout out to Spartanburg. Flint. All right. We see you, Flint. Frisco County. We see you too. You feel me? Yeah. What up, Brooklyn? Tulsa. Bama's up in this bitch. Spanish Town, Jamaica, Manchester, Galchester, Toronto, T. Dot, you dig? All right, Tucson, Arizona, Phoenix in the building, Pennsylvania in the building, Charlington in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Newark up in this thing, Tucson, Arizona. All right, shout out to Tucson, Arizona. Shout out to the family. Shout out to Rome. You already know what it is. Peace to the Rome. Peace to the family in Rome. I hope I see y'all on the mountain and a mountain. I know y'all pulling up. You know what I'm talking about? Hartford. All right. Hartford. We got NC up in it. We got Amenta. Yeah. Popping Amenta. Jacksonville up in it. Jacksonville. Shout out to the Jacksonville Savages and whatnot. Jacksonville. We gotta talk, Jacksonville. We gotta talk, my genius. You know what I mean? What's going on with Jacksonville? Trenton is here. Troy is here. You know what I mean? Landover's here. Yeah, so tonight, H-Town is here. Ellie up in this thing. You know, we finally back in the lab. We finally back in the motherfucking spaceship. You know what I'm talking about? I was on the road and whatnot, trying to do what I gotta do on the road, but it's never the same as when you're in the lab. The lab is the lab, you know what I mean? Red definitely had a long day. Red been working all day. I hope that it's respected. You know what I'm talking about? I put together a whole presentation for y'all tonight. You dig? I put together a whole presentation because I love these presentations. I'm working arduously to deliver some powerful shit on Sunday for Dark Matter Timing. I'm up to 1,000 slides. I might have to cut it down a bit because I've been, you know, when I'm sharing the bill with other people, they don't like when I talk too long. You know what I mean? And I don't want y'all to see me get Sandmaned off the stage by my siblings or other people. So I'm gonna slim it down. I'm gonna chop it down a little bit. But tonight we're gonna get into some things. We are at episode 5 on the Great Fall. Shit just keep falling. You know what I'm talking about? I be trying to mind my business and take this shit other places, but the fall is just keep happening. Let me spray around me, get all of this negative energy. You know what I'm saying? If there's any type of demons around me, we just got rid of them. You know what I'm talking about? Where's the silver spray? We got to spray the vampires out of here too. Yeah, but we've been working. A word from our sponsors, and I'll be right back.
Filthy Rockwood.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Back. All right.
Filthy Rockwood.
Thanks to innovations from highly evolved superintelligences, it's now possible to create humanoid robots that can turn.
Yeah, think of what you want and translate that into an API call, a set of code, said McNamara.
With intelligence, conscious robot probes comprised of self-replicating nanobots are being sent to dozens of other galaxies through wormholes. Planets and moons are being converted to smart materials comprised of neural networks. We even discovered a fallen alien civilization that is believed seconds, and is effortlessly creating blueprints for inventions that would have taken humans 100 years to conceptualize. The technological singularity has officially begun crimes many weeks before they occur. That's because they're able to analyze the thoughts patterns and biological signals of billions of people. High-end
phrases, so let's see what it comes up with. I like this one, proud to be nerding out, owning the fact that we're nerds.
Get that master course.
All right, so I think we've got a few good
Get
phrases
that
here.
master
Training my neural
course.
networks, brewing ideas with AI, keep calm and let the AI handle it, machine learning, copy in, code out, artificial intelligence, natural creativity, and proud to be nerding out. I'm gonna go ahead and copy all of these, feed this back into ChatGPT.
We got a 4-week course coming up on my Patreon entitled 40 AI in a Mule, and that is to go along with the master course that I put out. I have a master course for 40 AIs in a Mule. I think we up to about 30 to 40 hours worth of material on that. That is available for purchase now. But we're going to be doing a 4-week breakdown, a 4-week intensive, a 4-week master class on 40 AIs in a Mule, because a lot of shit is going on in the world of technology that you really need to know about. You really need to know about. On Sunday's lecture, the first commercial that I played was it was some AI shit, but it was somewhat dark and whatnot, because it's dark matter time. And so I got to talk about the dark side of AI. I got to talk about the dark tetrad and the dark triad of AI. I gotta talk about the spooky shit that's going on with the transhumanists and whatnot. I gotta clean up, a lot that I did, so people don't assume that I'm balls deep in AI and I'm promoting Elon Musk. Y'all get it confused and whatnot. I'm pushing AI so we could become John O'Connor and Sarah O'Connor. We could become the resistance. I'm not pushing ChatGPT and AI so you niggas could jump on the Bill Gates bandwagon. That's not what I'm here for. Okay? I don't want you niggas to run around buying Microsoft stocks. That's nothing that I'm here to do. I'm here for something completely different. I'm here to disrupt. I want to be a disrupt. I'm here to disrupt shit. I'm here to take the technology and use it in our favor to basically shake shit up. And if you don't understand what that is, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. So one more clip, one more commercial. We got advertisers. You know me. We got advertisers. I'm on my it is what it is. I'm Cameron and Mace. We got commercials, y'all. So when we come back from this commercial, I'm going right into the lecture. We don't have no time to waste. I don't want to have y'all in here to the wee hours of the morning. Let's go. Shout out to Chef Aki. For all of my family out there on the West Coast, check it out.
Healthy so you can get wealthy with True Health Love. We got everything that you need in terms of getting your body right for the fall, for the summer, just everyday wellness. We got herbal products. We got Savvy-inspired meal preps. We got juice preps. And we also have our soul food takeout spot in Southern California. That's right, Alkaline Soul Food in Southern California. Come on down. It's nutritious and delicious. Get healthy so you can get wealthy. TrueHealthLove.com. Peace.
Go ahead and screenshot that. Make sure If you're on the West Coast, go ahead and support the family. Go get you some food for all of my foodies and whatnot. You know, y'all like to eat everything. You know what I mean? So go and check that out. And let me know how the food tastes. Go, you know, give us the Hood Yelp review. And shout out to them. And good luck with everything that they're doing. We are here to support our very own. Right? So let me go ahead and pull up the screen real quick in case y'all don't know. Dark Matter Timing. The link is gonna be right here. I'm gonna paste the link in the YouTube. It is available for live stream, and it's also available for the quote unquote. It's available in person, and we will be live streaming it as well. If you're in Atlanta for the mountain, Stone Mountain, we're going to be doing Stone Mountain, right, on Saturn Day, right? I want to see y'all 6 a.m. Stone Mountain, Saturn Day. We walking up the mountain. And then the next day on 9/10, Dark Matter Timing, the lecture of the year. It's also going to double as an art show and an album listening and whatnot, because the spot that we're going to be at, it has 2 studios, it has a stage, it has a whole DJ room. It is a wonderful, beautiful venue. Y'all will be highly impressed when you step in there. So yeah, we're going to turn up. We're going to do some, you know, we're going to do what we want to do. And what we're going to do is we're going to make this strong and a very, very powerful strong. And so we will be charging up on Stone Mountain, aka Crystal Mountain, 6:45 a.m. It costs you nothing. This is free 99. Just bring your body, you know what I'm talking about, and be able to climb up that mountain, you know what I'm talking about. And then when we get on that mountain, we're going to do ceremony, and we're going to turn up. We're going to do some yoga. We're going to do some stretching, some breathing, some affirmations, whatever it is, whatever your spirit takes you to do. But we will do things collectively. And then we go down the mountain. After that, we're going to be shooting a video with Cambada and Black Magic 363 entitled I Could Do Magic right there in the West End at Tassili Raw Reality. She has an event, so we will be doing our video shoot at the event. And then the next day, we will be going to this event right here, Black Matter, Dark Matter Timing, aka DMT 23, featuring Red Pill, Blue Pill, AA Rashid, special guest Ra Aku, KT the Arch Degree, Talk Black to Me. Shit is gonna be lit. I look forward to seeing y'all. Yeah, that part. Okay, that part. You know what I mean? And salute to everybody coming to town. I'm getting a lot of phone calls. People are gonna be pulling up in the A, and yeah, welcome to our city. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to our city. We're gonna make sure that y'all are taken care of, and everybody is gonna have a great experience, because I'm sure y'all would do the same for us if we came to your town. So yeah. Give me 1 minute. Y'all all right though? Everybody good? You know? I know it's a lot of shit going on. If you didn't see the video that I did earlier, please do your due diligence and go and check that out. You know what I mean? On that video, I addressed, it's entitled Plausible Deniability. So I had to talk about a lot of the shit that's going on as a result of Freaky Cuz and the polite fake outrage that, you know, niggas always do every time his name is mentioned because they obsessed with him. But yeah, we talked about it, and we'll talk about it again tonight. Because this title is the name of this lecture that I'll be doing on Sunday. This is a precursor to it. This is like a buildup, you know what I mean? And it's called Dark Matter Timing. And dark matter timing, the word timing is an aspect of the fact that, you know, time is centrifugal, right? Dark matter timing, right? Time goes in a cycle. It doesn't go linear. I'm going to show and improve. I'm going to show you this lecture that I did right here entitled Fear of a Blackamoor Messiah, the critical race from theory to fact, right? I did this July 29th, 2021. We going so fast down the timeline. People can't even remember what the fuck was going on in 2021. They dumped so much stuff on us. They inundate us with so much trauma. They inundate us with so much information. They inundate us with so many things that it's very hard for us to decipher what the fuck is what. You know what I mean? We don't be knowing what's what. We don't be knowing, we don't, it's hard for us to think backwards. And the mainstream media, they do a horrible job of tying things together. They do not tie things together. Mainstream media, the newspapers, the news, and the magazines, and the talking heads, they always utilize the European mind state, which is fragmentation. Everything takes place on its own. Nothing is connected. Nothing comes together. Nothing is a result of something that happened years before. But I'm here to show you. I'm going to show you empirical proof. I'm going to show you so, we could take all of that shit off the table, that the seeds that they planted in 21 have blossomed and bloomed in 23. So with that formula, we could look at 2025 as a year that many things are going to take fruition from the seeds that are being planted in 2023. So you might want to make sure, and you might want to be aware of the things that you say, the things that you do, and the things that you're engaged in, because it grows roots and it bears fruit, and you don't want rotten fruit, right? So this was the Black Fear of a Black and More Messiah, and this was the cover and whatnot. We were highlighting our good brother Othel Wallace, right? He bodied the policeman, and he was down with InFact. If you remember InFact, Not Fucking Around Coalition, right? With Grandmaster Jay and all of them, the militia that popped up. And then the middle slide is the murder of the Haiti president. And then the right slide is a clip from the brothers who are known as the Rise of the Moors. Salute to them, right? So this was one of the first slides, or this was one of the first stories that we covered in 2021 in this lecture, right? If y'all remember, I doubt that any of y'all was in that class or in that lecture and whatnot. But if you were, drop an emoji and whatnot in the queue. I will have this PDF of this lecture available on Patreon, because Patreon has now opened up digital stores. You could bring your digital assets into Patreon. So I'm going to be uploading all of my books, right? These lectures have turned into books. So they'll be available on the Patreon maybe as early as Monday. You know what I mean? This one right here is 1,000 pages, right? So if you really want to dive into research, if you really want to tap into the mind of not, red pill, whatever the fuck that means, but if you want to tap into the research, if you want to tap into Fear of a Black and More Messiah, because it's an ongoing conversation. It's an ongoing conversation. It's an organic conversation. As I'm going to show you tonight, it's an organic conversation because it doesn't go away. You know what I mean? There has to be a conclusion to all of these stories that they roll out in front of us. Nothing is just, nothing, and shit grows roots. Nothing is just thrown out there and it disappears and whatnot. We may think it disappears because of the news cycle, but man, shit don't disappear. You know what I'm talking about? Especially in the quantum quickening, things are catching up. So here we have the story of a motivational speaker arrested for the February assault of a teen in Miami Beach, right? August 19, 2021, right? And this shit made big headlines. It was front page news. A lot of influencers, a lot of people on social media was clout chasing. A lot of the YouTubers, they were using this. I saw like 20 new YouTube channels pop up as a result of it. But after a while, they left that shit alone because there was nothing to talk about, because homie was playing a mind game on everybody by doing what? Not letting anybody see him sweat. He was the master illusionist. He actually taught you a few things in the terms of how motherfuckers, how psychopaths work, how sociopaths have been able to have people with dark tetrads. That's what it's called. It's a dark tetrad. It's a personality trait. It's a trait that CEOs and other people who have been profiled have, right? But he showed you a trait, how to fucking play you niggas and basically not ever to let you, never let you niggas see him sweat. So he utilized tits and ass, right? He utilized the trinkets that people desire, right? He fed into your lower self. He fed into your motherfucking desires that you wanted to be this nigga. That's how he got you niggas. Because you what? Because the people that was banging on him after a while, when he didn't acknowledge that shit, and he kept popping up with pictures with Mayweather and everybody, these broke ass niggas was like, you know what? My life sucks. I want to be like this nigga, right? He's a dark he's a dark tetrad, a dark triad personality. We'll dive into that more in the lecture. But yeah, that's what was happening. That's why niggas took their foot off of his neck and started carrying on with other shit. Niggas forgot about Polite to the point that if he would have got acquitted, motherfuckers would have had no smoke. They would have been like, you know what? We couldn't go up against him. We're sorry. You know what I mean? Niggas would have been having apology tours and whatnot. Facts. Because they damn sure was on the way to do it. You know? Yeah, Cash App is down and shit. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to take Patreon payments today. You know what I mean? Cash App is down. We're going to take Zelle and motherfucking Patreon. And like I said on the video before, where's the smoke for Floyd Mayweather? Because that was the nigga that was funding Polite Second Life. Because he died in New York and nobody was fucking with him. Nobody influential except, of course, the elders that he had on payroll. But everybody else cooled off of him, right? The brainless birdhead followers that he had cooled off on him and was like, you know what? I'm not going to fuck with this nigga because, you know, I ain't going against the grain. So Mayweather breathed life into this nigga and gave him all of the trinkets that he needed to turn into a fuck. Because look, he's not known as they don't say the you know, that long title that he said where he was a world leader. When they describe him, he's a motivational speaker, right? That's Polite Second Life. They're not talking about New Covenant. They're not talking about thought leader. They're not talking about none of that shit. He was a motivational speaker, right? Niggas on the Instagram is motivational speakers just when they start speaking motivation, nigga. The commercials on YouTube before videos where niggas stand in front of Lamborghinis, nigga, that's a motivational speaker. My son is 3 years old. He's a motivational speaker. He motivates me to get up in the morning. You understand? So niggas fell for motivational speakers, but it was Floyd Mayweather that funded this bullshit right here. And whatever he took from Crypto Roots to rock all of these other bird ass niggas to enroll in his shit, right? But they did it because of the trinkets. They bought into the lifestyle. They bought into the smoke and mirrors. They bought into every fucking thing that we told you from the beginning in consciousness not to fall for. But you niggas want to lap dance and you want to publicly give hand jobs to niggas. And I'm done with you niggas. I'm done. I can't stand you niggas in this community anymore. I promise you. You niggas are not real men, bro. And the women, y'all on y'all borderline. Because there was a lot of thottery going on. A lot of fucking thottery. And y'all was wild silent and whatnot. And your silence just added on. Y'all want amunet. Y'all want to rub on her booty. Y'all want to get close to the whizzes. You know what I'm talking about? Nobody, they wasn't firing off on this nigga. Now everybody is puffing their chest out. Everybody got something. Oh, I hated him. I didn't like him in the first place. If that doesn't show you the character of this community or this Bermunity, I say Bonch's Bermunity because it ain't conscious, Bonch's Bermunity. If this doesn't show you the Bonch's Bermunity, then I don't know what the fuck is going to show you what the fuck is going on. I can't, there's nothing that can help you, bro. You might as well become a drill rapper. You niggas might as well. Cardi and Meg Thee Stallion is dropping a new video. Go get the pink fucking wig tomorrow. Take the locks out. Go get the pink fucking lace front with the funeral makeup and just ride out, man. Ride the boat and just fall into the ranks, my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is not for you. You know what I mean? When consciousness became open source, when consciousness became a rest haven for failed niggas and fuck niggas, when consciousness became a motherfucking side door that people could just walk into, when consciousness became a bando, right? When consciousness became a bando, this shit fell through the fucking, but this is not consciousness. People talking about consciousness, oh, he's in the conscious community. No, nigga, this era right here from 2018 up until fucking yesterday, this is not consciousness. This nigga was not trying to be a fucking teacher. He was a failed teacher, okay? With Goodwill Versace on, niggas, and y'all bought, you know how I feel about polyester, right? You know about my polyester campaign. I ain't with it. I'm not spending thousands of dollars for polyester. You niggas fell for the polyester grift. You know what I'm talking about? You worshiping niggas because y'all still church-like. You don't believe in your fucking self, bro. You need somebody to live vicariously through. And now you niggas is washed up because you can't come back from this one. I got ChatGPT, nigga. We got AI. I done scraped the nigga page. I got all of you niggas. I got all of his followers. I know who like, who comments. We got all of the data, nigga. Data is gold. And it's a war on data, nigga. We coming at you, niggas. We got all the data. We done scraped the page a few times, nigga. We got spreadsheets. We got Microsoft Excel, nigga. We got you niggas. You know what I'm talking about? We got you. You can front all you want. You niggas is in a bag. But this nigga right here is in a pot. And he been getting spirit cooked for a very long time. So the women who lay down with him are cursed. That's why there was a lot. The women who allowed this, the woman, I think that's her right there, whose daughter went through what she went through. She said this was the first time that she ever saw evil. Well, if you Googled that nigga before you lay down with him, you would have saw evil before that. Do your fucking homework. You know what I'm talking about? Do your homework. From this point on, none of that shit, ignorance of the law, is no excuse. It's no excuse. We done with the bullshit. If you niggas are stepping in this bitch blind, you're going to get your fucking head chopped off. And what can I say? Stop giving niggas lap dances, especially you niggas, man. If you're going to go that route, just go to the village, bro. Go to Tel Aviv, nigga. Just go all the way in. But stop with this homoerotic shit where you niggas falling in love with men, bro. I'm tired of this shit. We've been going through this shit for too long in this community. Y'all niggas don't draw lines. You infatuated with the bullshit. Make your mind up. Do you niggas want to be righteous or do you want to be ratchet? You can't be both. It's a balancing act, of course. You know, it's like you'll be on a tightrope. I be on a tightrope sometimes. You know what I'm talking about? I'm dead. You know, I gotta give you niggas the disclaimer. Some days I'm ratchet, some days I'm righteous. But you can't juggle this shit. These niggas don't know what they want to be. So if you don't know what you want to be, I know what I want to be. So I know who I fuck with and who I don't. I'm not following no bird ass niggas. So now we got to do cleanup on aisle 6 because so many people is butthurt because they was fucking with a bird ass nigga. Bro, I don't got nothing to do with that. We been washed our hands. You can't see the poor light in his face. You can't see that he went from ashy to classy, back to ashy, and you want to be a part of that? Well, you got what you deserve. You niggas is birds. I seen a video. He put a video out of his students. All them niggas have bird algorithm written all over their face. These are bird ass niggas. These are Zeta males. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck out of here. This nigga is not a teacher. He's not in the conscious community. HOK and other niggas was holding him up. He been supposed to be in a fucking grave. Okay? And now these niggas is running around with plausible deniability. And if y'all let that shit fly, you really could get the fuck away from me. I'm wilding. I'm gonna get on that mountain. I'm gonna wild the fuck out. I'm casting spells on Saturday. You know what I'm talking about? I want these niggas out of here. Straight like that. I want these niggas the fuck out of here. All these niggas got to go. Because they playing with y'all. They playing with me too. Because like I said, vengeance is mine. And vengeance will always be that. Because these the niggas that fuck around. They turned on me, bro. So I have a special hatred for all of these niggas. And it's beauty. It's beautiful to see this shit falling. The great fall, niggas. Watch this shit fall the fuck into the sea. It's the great fall. There's nothing that can stop it. So it just seems like they're giving out a lot of time to rapists these days. Because just today, this nigga from the 70s show got 30 years to life. God damn. You know what I'm talking about? I remember watching this nigga on TV. So there's a play going on. There's a play going on. There's a play going on of abuse. It's bigger than Me Too. There's a play going on of hypersexualization and men not being able to control themselves. There's a play going on where nobody is talking about self-control. Nobody is pushing discipline. Nobody is helping people control the demons that they have. Right? Nobody is giving help to motherfuckers who've been molested and raped as little kids and teenagers and whatnot. And they become these predators and they out here supporting that shit. They out here pedestaling these niggas. They out here protecting these niggas. And you're going to get more of this type of sick behavior in these communities all around the motherfucker because nobody is really stepping on these niggas, bro. Nobody is really saying, no, this is a sickness. They just saying you gotta become a sexual offender register, and we're gonna slap you on the wrist, and you know what I mean. So many women are talking about the scar. That's why so many people are triggered and whatnot because hurt people. There's so many hurt people in this community. There's so many hurt people in Black America. There's so many hurt people in the fucking world. And when they see things like this shit is a triggering effect, bro, because they want some type of fucking justice. And it ain't just probation. It ain't just probation. I understand. You know? I understand. But you niggas need to deputize a PMC, private military corporation, somebody with a gun license, and niggas that could legally clap and whatnot if you wanted somebody to go ahead and put a cape on. Because if that's not the case, if you don't have somebody that's militaristically armed, you can't go up against this shit, bro. It's too many of these niggas, bro. You can't necessarily fight this shit. Niggas will try to kill you in these streets, fucking around. You gotta literally be armed to the teeth when you go up against this cabal. The shit goes deep, bro. It's the fucking deep state, damn near. Okay? So let's get back in the time machine, right? Because everything that I'm basically going to be showing you is just showing you follow-ups, right? Follow-ups on the time machine, how shit is following up a few years later, right? So here we have Snitch or Bitch McConnell, right? Saying no to the impeachment of Biden over Afghanistan. You know, Bitch McConnell has been a thorn in the side of Black America forever. He's a big time hater, right? He needs to fucking go. So now Bitch McConnell is out here glitching and what? Glitch McConnell. You know what I mean? Glitch McConnell is out here glitching and shit, looking wild crazy with the goblin neck, with the rooster neck. You know what I mean? He got the turkey goblin neck. You know what I'm saying? Out here gobbling and shit, you know, looking wild crazy. He got to step down because there's no possible way that he could represent his constituents, or there's no possible way that he could be considered to be a viable politician, right? When a nigga can't even stay awake. You know what I'm saying? And that goes all the way into the president, okay? A whole defunct system of old, ancient, decrepit white men, right? Fuck a sugar daddy These niggas are booger daddies. You know what I'm talking about? Old, decrepit white men. Fucking bags of dust. You know what I'm talking about? All of them. So now they got Kamala, right? So in 2021, Kamala was the most unpopular U.S. vice president her 6 months, right? She was the most unpopular vice president since the fucking 70s, right? Because she don't talk. When she talks, she have this weird ass laugh and whatnot. And her neck looks crazy, like she's wearing a fake face and whatnot. She got the goblin neck. What's up with the fucking goblin necks, yo? You know what I'm talking about? What's up with the goblin necks? She's an NPC. Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? So now they're fielding stories. 2 years later, she was the most unpopular vice president. But because she had a 36% viewed her unfavorably, right? But 41% said that bitch is unfavorable. We don't know her. We don't like her. She's not personable. You know what I mean? All of that we did it, Joe type shit. Fuck out of here. So now they're talking about, hey, she had an interview September the 7th, 2023, right? And she's like, yo, they were interviewing her. And she said, I'm ready, willing, and able to take Joe Biden's job. So I'm not no fool and whatnot. You have to read through the lines. They are definitely prepping and preparing her because it's like a taste test and whatnot. They want to see how the public is feeling about this statement and whatnot. Are you feeling her? You want to gobble her? You know what I'm saying? Are you feeling the green goblin and whatnot? Do you think she has what it takes? So they are going to see what the fuck they could do because they know that there's no wins whatsoever against the GOP with Joe Biden and his weird ass. You know what I mean? They know it's no wins, right? So the Democrats is going down bad, right? The Democrats are going down bad. They're having a very bad public PR situation and the fallout right now. Obama got outed successfully through Tucker Carlson. Okay, he got outed. I don't know why this shit is not mainstream, but we know why it's not mainstream because the Democrats are running mass media and that's their boy and whatnot, and they can't necessarily afford for a story such as this to break and whatnot. But bet and believe over there on the Republican side, on the left side of the motherfucking vulture, oh, they going crazy. Larry Sinclair, who was mentioned all the way back in the days, I believe it was Isaiah the Duke of Tears. He was the one that brought it out that Obama was basically a pillow biter. You know what I mean? Fuck me up. I wasn't ready for no shit like that. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I was on the Obama. I was on that train, niggas. I was like, no, it can't be. There's like, yes, that nigga grabs ankles and whatnot. So they brought Larry Sinclair on Tucker Carlson, and he said he gave Barack $250 to pay for coke. Right? And, you know, and after that, you know what I'm saying? It was all downhill from there. You know what I mean? He was getting graphic and whatnot, but I'm not going to get graphic on the show. You already know what's going down. You know what I'm talking about? You already know what's going down. So look at the dominoes, right? So if you don't know the story, Jack Ryan, right? Jack Ryan preceded Barack Obama in the Senate, right? But Jack Ryan was at a Paris sex club, right? He got outed for being at a sex club in Paris and whatnot. You know, they real freaky over there, right? So as a result of him dropping out of the Senate race, Obama takes his place. Obama becomes the senator. Obama wins the presidency. And then they say he was in a drug-fueled gay orgy, right? Henceforth, why, as a president, my man was looking worn out. My man was looking worn out. Like they was past, like they had this, they was crowd surfing this nigga. He was looking real tired, real worn out, and his hair turned gray. And people was like, oh, it's because he has to balance the books. No, nigga, he's balancing balls. That's why he looking sickly, like he was balancing balls and whatnot. Yeah, he was getting passed around because he was the fucking president. You know what I mean? That was like he was top box at that point. You know what I mean? He wasn't no regular, you know, and in that world, it's a status thing. It's a status thing. He's a bad bitch. You know what I'm talking about? He was like a city girl. He went from being a city girl and he moved up to Beyonce status. So of course they wanted to knock him down. You know what I mean? They was flying that nigga everywhere for a piece of that shit. So there's no other way to get outed than your own family starts saying, yeah, that nigga's a boxy man. You know what I'm talking about? There's no way that your own brother, right? Because there's, I mean, you know, sometimes siblings be lying and shit. You got sibling rivalry, niggas throw dirt. You know what I'm talking about? You know, they say your worst enemy is your family member and whatnot. But yet, you know, bet believe his brother, the darker one from Africa, outed him as well on August 13th. He said, me and fake ass Snake when he was a nobody. Ooh, that's a shot to the ego. He said he was a nobody, right? He said me and fake ass Snake President Barack Obama when he was a nobody, along with a throwback photo of them in Kenyan garb. You know what I mean? He disrespected them with the dashiki. One person concluded that the rift between them was a byproduct of jealousy, plain old jealousy. You know what I mean? He found love, but also a tangled web. They were each other's best men. I speculate he expected too much of his brother. Perhaps he was lent money from some harebrained scheme and cut off. Another person told Malik, you're just a loser trying to use the legendary Barack Obama's name to sell your book. When another tweet offered to help facilitate a reconciliation, Malik responded, that guy thinks he's God. Trust me, I tried. Then he said he sold his soul to the devil. Okay? And he said he is fake as a snake and he's a traitor. So look for stories about the naked chef to come up. Look for stories about the naked chef to come up. And while we on that page and whatnot, this was also the headline story in 2021. Remember, y'all, this comes from this lecture. I didn't put, the only thing that I put in the lecture is the updated stories and whatnot. I didn't interject anything into this 1,000 page lecture. I only interjected the stories to update it to be like, this is how the time is centrifugal. So here it is. He was one of the ones that was basically indoctrinating the children. I'm going to show you how the spell works because they pick one a year. They pick one a year. They don't inundate you with too many because then you'll be like, it's too much. You'll see the agenda. So they pick one a year. So this year it's Doja Cat. Okay. Yes. Industry plant. It was Lizzo. It was this nigga. And now it's Doja Cat. So she comes out with a video and she's in full demon garb. She's in full demon garb. She's not hiding anything. And the name of the song is Demons, right? So people will be like, Red Pill, you're tripping, man. I'm a big fan. That's just art. She's artistic. Nigga, you're autistic. Fuck are you talking about? You don't see the spell? You don't see the satanicness? You know what I'm saying? That's not black magic like how Bobby is talking about. That's not, oh, I'm talking to Prince and my crystal ball. And, you know, that's not that shit, niggas. That's not that. That's not, oh, I'm Lilith. No, niggas. That's not that shit. That's not, oh, I gotta work through the darkness to see the light. You know, all that stupid shit niggas be saying, oh, I gotta work through the darkness. I'm darkness. No, nigga, fuck out of here. That's not that. That's not that. That's the shit that drains your melanin. This is that shit that takes out your fucking eyeballs and your organs. This is that child trafficking. This is that dungeon type shit. You know what I'm saying? This is that eating fucking humans. This is that spirit cooking shit. This is that. This is that. This is that. And that ain't that ain't what people be trying to make shit. It is what it is. So the same person Christian Brosler, who previously made waves with Lil Nas X's Industry Baby and SZA's Kill Bill, right? So that's the director. If we do the research on him, I'm sure that he'll come up in some circles that are unfavorable, right? So Doja Cat is for the babies, man. You know what I mean? I don't know too many old cougars that are listening to Doja Cat. She for the fucking baddies. She for Generation X. She for the little ones. Yeah, that's ball, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That's the dog-headed god. You know what I mean? So she wigged out, shaved her head bald and whatnot, looking like she's having humiliation rituals and things like that. She basically lost a whole bunch of followers, you know, and they like, fuck that. I'm off of her. I'm out of here. I'm not fucking with that, because I could feel that she's possessed with something. She got them white boys ghetto gagging her, doing her all type of dirty. You feel me? To the point where she looks soulless at this point. So whoever's inside of this husk, it might not even be her anymore. MK Ultra might have taken over. She's dealing with alternate realities, alternate personalities. You know what I mean? She's soulless. So now in 2021, your girl Lizzo said that this is your final warning. She said, give us 6 feet of space during the pandemic or get Lysol. Remember, she was on the bandwagon pushing for the Jabberwocky amongst other little things and whatnot. Boom, look how karma caught her right there in the touche and hit her right in the derriere. She's getting sued, right? She's getting sued. She got outed and whatnot. She got dropped from a bunch of promotional deals and sponsorships and whatnot. 14 Lizzo dancers received settlements for separate dispute months before the harassment lawsuit. So the dancers who basically came out and was like, fuck that, we want to sue her, we want a bag, they probably was like, nigga, we trying to get PC because you already paid off 14 other dancers, right? So imagine the ones that she paid off, what they would have revealed. The ones that basically went and did the lawsuit, they was like, yeah, she took us to a strip club and made us watch while a woman ate some box and shit. Like, you know, Lizzo probably was like, nigga, that's a, you know what I mean? Like, that's a Happy Meal. These bitches right here that I'm paying off, they got the full course meal. They could bring out child sacrifice type shit. Like, they could really out me. So she had to pay off, you know what I'm saying? Look, dancers who appeared in the Love Lizzo documentary say they didn't consent to use of intimate footage, according to a new report from the Los Angeles Times and whatnot. So she just a messy ass fake fucking chick, you know what I mean, who was running around like she's pushing body positivity. She had this fake ass appeal, this fake ass aura, like she's this nice chubby chick, and she's not. You know what I mean? She's not. She's moving with the same energy of Lizzo, you know what I mean, and the Lil Nas X's of the world. You feel me? Egomaniacs. Narcissistic egomaniacs. Stop following and worshiping these goddamn celebrities, y'all. Please. And I'm not just talking to grown adults. We got children. We got children, don't we? And we know what's going on in the minds of the little ones. We know. We're aware. We're aware. So, as if nothing, you know, as if we didn't have enough shit going on, aliens, AI, you know, Cardi B. Now, they are rolling out the possibility of another shutdown. But this article right here was from 2020, October the 17th, 2020. As cases rise again, second thoughts on another lockdown. Look how time repeats itself, right? Remember, this was the second lockdown. This was after people got out there and was doing the George Floyd two-step and whatnot. Niggas was burning shit down, protesting, twerking and whatnot, you know, drawing rainbows all over shit and whatnot. They put your ass on a second lockdown, and then they came with the Jabberwocky. But look at this. August the 2nd, 2021, Fauci warns of more pain from the pandemic, though new lockdowns are not likely, right? Then you got the fucking you know what I mean? You got the smash hit. You know what I mean? You got the fucking top 100 hit. Vax that thing up. You know what I mean? We got blessed with that. Shout out to BG who just came home. He shouldn't fuck with these niggas just based off of this right here. You know what I mean? So now, September the 5th, 2023, when they were talking about indicting this piece of shit, when you thought it was all over, when you thought he exited stage left, here we go. Anthony Fauci, concerned people won't comply if masking recommendations return. I hope they abide. I'm in Atlanta. These niggas is masked up. I just flew in from Houston. These niggas on a plane masked up and whatnot. They in the airport masked up. You know what I'm talking about? They falling back into this fucking mask shit and whatnot. You know what I mean? They falling back into this mask mandate retarded shit that they on. And I'm like, if niggas fall for this one, if I see people masked up that did know better, oh man. Oh man. So here we go with another great fall and whatnot. Kanye spent all of this time warning us about the small hats. Kanye warned us about what was going on. Also, Kyrie and a few other people, and you niggas tucked your tails and called them crazy, and you ain't want no smoke. So fast forward to September the 5th, 2023, the same nigga that tried to shit on Kanye, Elon Musk, right? Now he's at war with the ADL. It's funny how the tables have turned. You know what I'm talking about? So now, tech billionaire Elon Musk accused the ADL, Anti-Defamation League, of trying to kill X, formerly known as Twitter, and threatened a lawsuit against the group whose stated purpose is to fight anti-Semitism and hate speech. In a series of posts on Monday, Musk, the owner of social media platform, accused the hate speech watchdog group of falsely accusing him of being anti-Semitic. In a statement, a spokesman for the ADL would not comment on the legal threats as a matter of policy, but said the ADL is unsurprised yet undeterred that anti-Semites, white supremacists, conspiracy theorists, and other trolls have launched a coordinated attack on our organization. They always throw in the red herring. These people are the worst in the fucking world. This type of thing is nothing new, the spokesman said, adding, they are the masters of fucking gaslighting. They are the grand dragons of gaslighting, y'all. This onslaught comes following our participation in the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington, where ADL proudly marched shoulder to shoulder with African-American leaders and those from other minority communities. That's why I'm trying to say, don't let these niggas come to our... I had a white boy literally cursing me out in the comment section on Brother Rich's video because I had the audacity to say, you know, that the son is cooking these niggas. He got all in his fake ass white boy, his white fragility feelings and whatnot. And he went right into division. He was like, don't ever bring red pill on the platform. Only blue pill, red pill. He doesn't like white people. No, you bird ass nigga. I don't give a fuck about white people. I don't even know who white people are. You're Europeans. You're not a white person. You're not fucking white. You don't have that status. I removed that from you. You're not white. And what I was saying was, I was telling you the fucking truth, nigga. And because the truth hurts, they start getting all gaslit and they start getting all fragile and they start melting in front of you. You know what I mean? Because the truth is like a sun ray to them. The truth is like a solar flare, my nigga. It will melt they plastic asses. And I just was keeping it real. I never said anything about them not coming on the mountain. They have every right to go where the fuck they please. Just don't get around me with that fuck shit. You know what I mean? And if you come around and you don't bear gifts and you don't come around with information, how I'm melanated and I'm bringing more information to my community about white folk than you white people to be lollygagging around us. What the fuck are you bringing to us? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I know y'all niggas, you could finesse y'all to buy CMOS from people and niggas double the price and you pay it. But get the fuck out of here if you niggas are not contributing to intellectual standards. They leeching on us. Fuck out of here. Niggas is leeching. You know what I mean? And they're gonna say the same thing that the ADL said. Oh, I marched on Stone Mountain with them. We were locked in with the blacks, with the Richards and Richard Merritt. You know, they say his full name, Richard Merritt. I walked up the mountain with Paul Moreland and Philip too. You know, we were locked in solidarity. No, nigga, I don't know you niggas. We had you carrying the water. You know what I'm saying? So on the March of Washington, they was the help. Martin Luther King and them was like, put them niggas in front of us, because if shit go down, they gonna get it first. They don't realize what now they out here fronting like, yeah, we were at the 60th. No, you wasn't. You paid for the gas with your fucking, you know what I mean? Yeah, you was the help, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, I'm sorry to break it to you. It was the help, and you were the buffers. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have nothing to do with this. Stop it. That's like somebody capping about the Auschwitz March, nigga. We don't got nothing to do with that. Shit. So make a long story short. So yeah, then Elon put that out. He said this was the post that they put up 11/4/22. Today we're joining dozens of other groups to ask advertisers to pause Twitter spending because we're profoundly concerned about anti-Semitism and hate on the platform. Here's why we're asking advertisers to stop hate for profit and stop hashtag stop toxic Twitter, right? So they fucked up his bag because the advertisers bounced, and he said he's going to sue them because they destroyed half of the value of the company. And he said that's $22 billion that you niggas fucked up by hating and whatnot, by being, you hide your hand. They throw rocks and hide their hands. They're the most conniving, they're the most gaslighting, conniving group of people that you'll ever come across. That's why they be wowing you niggas with their talk and whatnot. They are seducers. You know that, right? They seduce our people. They have very syrupy words to say to us, and we always be falling for it, you know? So in a chain of events or a change of, and I said this on the show when I was explaining that they're gonna turn on Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, Fanny strikes again. Niggas already flipped on your boy Don. So all of you dick riders, Trump, niggas for Trump and whatnot, well, you might as well go get cased up so you can walk the yard with him, because he's going to Wright Street, nigga. He's going to go to Wright Street and sleep with the rats and the roaches, because Wright Street is like Rikers Island in Atlanta. He's going to fucking Wright Street because niggas is snitching, okay? Mar-a-Lago IT worker flips and cooperates in federal case against Trump. So the reason why the IT worker is so important is because the IT worker family, he's the one who knows where the bodies are buried, right? He's the one who was erasing things, okay? So yeah, when he flips, other people are going to flip. And I told you before, Giuliani is going to flip because he can't do one day in a pokey. He can't even do it in PC. He would rather tell than be found guilty and have to get put in the motherfucking jumpsuit. No, he's like, Donald, I can't do orange. You could do orange on orange. You got the orange hair. You got the orange tan, nigga. You got the orange jumpsuit. You know what I'm talking about? And you're going to walk the yard like a boss. You the yard father. Me, Rudy? No, I got drama. I got niggas. I got the mafia, nigga. I sent niggas up the river religiously. New York niggas, Jamaican niggas, you know what I'm saying? Haitians and shit. Yeah, he was finishing niggas. Italians. Yeah, they're gonna deal with him the dirty way. So he can't hit the yard. He's gonna say, Donald, you're gonna have to hit the yard. I'm gonna snitch on you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Donald's going down. Okay. So in the chain of events, for all of you niggas that was well-wishing to have a Republican 4 years and whatnot, so you could sell crack, you could scam a little more easier. No, nigga, it's not gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen, but that right there, it's not finna happen, because unless this nigga could be the president from Mod 6 or from fucking D Block, yeah, it's not happening, because homie is snitching, and I don't know. But if Fanny is not letting up, bro. Fanny is trying to be standing with Kamala. Do you understand what's going on? She's trying to rock pearls, nigga. She's trying to stand next to Kamala with the gobble neck. It would be a 2 for 2. You know what I'm saying? With Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion at the inauguration singing for them. That's what they want to. They want to bring in a Barbie world, nigga. How about that? Capitol Cop. So remember the Capitol January 6 riots? That was in 2021 when the cases and the trials and everything started, and all of this fake ass Hollywood shit where they were on Capitol Hill fake crying. Oh, I felt that was the worst show on earth. That was the worst fucking show on earth. But 2023 saw all of that come to a close, and they've been handing out football numbers to these niggas, right? Mostly all of the melanated ones got served, right? They didn't miss no spots in the crowd. They rounded up all of the motherfucking spots in the crowd and finished them niggas and gave a few Europeans some time too, right? But all of that fake niggas for Trump, y'all want to be all around Roger Stone, y'all holding they nuts and whatnot. You got what you deserve, you fake ass, what's her name? You fake ass, Candace Owen bandwagon. You niggas are Candace Owen rejects. Oath Keepers, Proud Boys. Yeah, all them niggas got served and whatnot. You got the look at this nigga with the eye patch. You know what I'm saying? Fake slick, the white slick Rick, he's gone. He got hit with upside the head. Stuart Rhodes, right? He's out of here. Okay. You know what I mean? All of these shit kickers and whatnot, these motherfucking, you know, it behooves me. It befuddles me how I don't give a fuck how bad your life is. Melanated tether or non-FBA or FBA. You know what I mean? The fact that you niggas are running around with red hats on, giving Trump the lap dance of his life. You know what I mean? You niggas is locked in like Stormy. Is it Stormy Wellington? What's her name? Stormy. What's the chick that he was with? The porn star. Respectfully, the fake Nick Fury. This nigga Dick Fury. You know what I'm talking about? Look at this nigga looking like Chick Fury. Get the fuck out of here. I wish I saw him on, man. Stormy Daniels, right? They locked in. The black niggas is locked in harder than Stormy Daniels when it comes to Trump. They doing whatever fetish he's into. They'll do it for him. You understand? So yeah, they ID'd all of these niggas, face recognition, and they sent these niggas and they gave them time. I mean, I need a pen pal behind the wall. I need a pen pal behind the wall because I need to start writing niggas that's in the pokey in the big house. You know what I'm talking about? I'm starting to put money on niggas' books because I'm gonna start calling shots behind the wall. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Because Polite is about to start New Covenant behind the wall. If y'all don't know, I mean Nature Boy, Rashad Jamal, and Polite behind the wall. You about to see a lot of woke niggas coming out the bang, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You about to see a lot of woke niggas coming out the bang. You know what I'm talking about? It's yeah, think about it. But I need to get in touch with the big homies behind the wall because I'm gonna start putting Cash App on their books because I need niggas to get touched in the yard, bro. This is Hunger Game. I'm on my Squid Game shit. I'm putting bread on niggas' heads, man. I'm playing this shit the way it's supposed to be played. How about that? You know what I mean? How about that? You niggas is not playing it. I'm playing for capes. I'm playing for capes. I'm gonna Google these niggas and see what federal penitentiary. I'm gonna find these niggas. I'm gonna find them. You know? So, like I said, everybody that was melanated got time. You know, U.S. government is like, this was for whites only, you bird ass niggas. Who invited you? You know what I'm talking about? Like, how dare you niggas come with the White Walkers and think that y'all finna breach the Capitol? This was a whites only event. You the fucking help, nigga. So all of the help, the glorified help, is going to the Bing. And I ain't talking about Chat GPT either. You go into the Bing, you go into the shoe, you go into the box, nigga. You go into the pokey. You going to jail. Okay. You going to jail. Yeah, Spanish, whatever the fuck. If they wasn't blue bloods, that's who became the scapegoats. Why didn't they give the white boy get the shaman? Where's the shaman at? He was the one on the front page of everything. Where's his time at? What amount of time did the shaman, the QAnon shaman, he had his feet up on the desk. He was holding documents that were classified. You understand? Where's the shaman at? Where's the shaman? But we see all of these melanated people getting assholes full of time. Where's the shaman at? They took him the fuck out of the picture. Okay? So yeah, like I said, they wilding these niggas up. 22 years, 17 years, right? So this was from 2 years ago. Now their date has come and they getting served and whatnot. They got more years than Freaky Cuz. Okay? So yeah, they washing these dudes, they washing them, right? And then Nazis march in Florida 1 week after white supremacist mass shooting in Jacksonville. September the 3rd. You don't say. Well, I'll be damned. You know what I'm talking about? Well, what the fuck? What's going on, Florida? How did that happen? How did that happen? So I did this 8 years ago. July the 15th, 2013. I said, Trayvon is an ancestor now, a spiritual force to be reckoned with, charged up with love and energy from people around the world, light. He will become a martyr when the sacrifice is offered. That's how the spiritual realm works. This event is a catalyst, an agent that provokes or speeds significant change or action. It's a catalyst for consciousness and change. This will make us stronger and more focused. Trayvon is amongst the greats. They will protect him from here. The day of judgment is upon this wicked beast. I wish I had my sound effects. So I showed the picture with him throwing his middle finger up, and that's thug life, nigga. That's that Tupac shit. The hate you gave little infants fucks everyone. So the youth, he was an archetype for black youth. That's why black youth in Florida started dying wholesale. That's why black youth started dying wholesale. That's why the people that are dying are not old niggas alone. You have the youth are being killed randomly now after the Trayvon Martin ritual. You understand how that works? They didn't put George Zimmerman on trial. They put Trayvon on trial, but Trayvon is dead, so they put the image of Trayvon on trial. Black youth, black young men, and then it was the girl that went on the stand and whatnot, and she was on trial as well. They were judging her, right? The shorty that didn't know how to speak proper English, and she was looking kind of befuddled on the stand and whatnot. They judged her, but they definitely judged the prototype because they said black hood, black hood, black hood, black hood. When the evidence came out, the nigga wasn't even wearing a black hood. So the black hood that they was talking about is Jacksonville, is Duval. Black hoods, nigga, Chicago, Philadelphia, nigga, the Bronx, nigga, black hoods, nigga. Because immediately, because I could show you the crime stats and I could show you the body counts and whatnot. The babies wasn't killing each other before the Trayvon shit. Chief Keef and them wasn't even lit. Drill rap wasn't even lit in Chicago. Go and do your fucking homework. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So when people talk about spells and when people talk about how shit really goes down, I'm standing on this shit. I'm standing on it. It was a psyop and it was the biggest fucking spell that our people seen this decade. And niggas don't have no answers to that shit. And our people are suffering from that and the babies are still dying. And now the women is dying. And they solidified their spell because if anybody knows who's from Florida. We did the roll call earlier. Please tell me how far this march is from where Trayvon got killed. I'll wait. Because these niggas was by Disney World, but then they also walked into Sanford. Okay? So going back to what I was saying earlier this year, I'm like, yo, they're gonna invigorate the 10-year window of the Trayvon shit. Either they're gonna do something or we're gonna knock Zimmerman's head off his fucking shoulders. You know what I'm saying? So and I'm just playing, you know, I know them people is listening, you know, and I'm talking about figuratively, you know what I'm saying? And the MMA fight, because that's what we're talking about, MMA. I got Dana White on the line. That's the only way that things will turn around, because they out there setting it off. They doing their ritual. They're doing their follow-up work. They don't have to do much but to show up, say some seances, you know what I mean? Do some chants and whatnot, and just show a show of power. And that's exactly what they did. The March of the Red Shirts, September, Florida, right? The March of the Red Shirts, okay? You didn't see no tanks out there. You didn't see no police out there. You didn't see no police present. They were literally on Disney property, and you didn't see nothing going crazy. Like, this has to be staged. People is like, that's the CIA. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? And what you saying? It's still a ritual. It's still a fucking demonstration. So white supremacists march on Orlando waving swastika flags and raising Heil Hitler salutes just days after racist Dollar General store attack in Jacksonville that left 3 dead. There it goes. There goes your ritual. Social media showed the groups known as what? Blood Tribe. What? Blood Tribe in the Goyim Defense League. Instead of the ADL, the Goyim Defense League. Okay? So anybody that's not Jewish is called Goyim, right? So they're the Goyim Defense League. You know what I mean? These are the anti-Semites from 4chan and 8chan. Little dick energy, of course. You know what I mean? And they're running around. They were in front of Walt Disney trying to call out pedophilia. But, nigga, you're late. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody's, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, I'm trying to go see Pluto and fucking Goofy, nigga. Get out of the way. You know what I mean? Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? The Goyim Defense League. The Goyim Defense League is an anti-Semitic group of provocateurs whose loose network of members across the country helps it mingle and collaborate with other neo-Nazi groups, right? So here it goes. We're talking about the same. Imagine if some cops got mowed down, right, by a group or a lone gunman. He's in a gang and whatnot. He just bodied a whole bunch of groups. And then 3 days later, that same gang is fucking marching, waving their flags and whatnot, saying the whole 031, you know, they doing a fucking blood roll call. Nigga, that's not happening. They're not gonna allow, you know what I mean? Like, they're gonna respond to that. So this is in DeSantis, the state that the governor, Ronald, you got Ronald McDonald. That's what I call him, Ronald McDonald, right? This is Ronald McDonald's state. And nobody said anything. Nobody denounced these niggas. Nobody said that's a fucking shame. They just let that shit rock. Right? So the strongholds of the Goyim Defense League, and don't get scared. If anybody listening to this, because I know niggas didn't take their meds and whatnot, and people get all emotional, please, you know what I mean? Like cut that shit out. Stop being fucking scared, because this ain't scary. This ain't scary. You niggas work around white people. You probably laying down with one. You know what I mean? Don't act like if I show a white person on the fucking screen that you get triggered and whatnot. Calm the fuck down. It's not that serious. Okay? It's not that serious. I just have to say that as a disclaimer for anybody that's dealing with fear, or they're like, oh, Red Pill's trying to scare us. No, he's not. Red Pill's trying to teach you. No, he's fucking not, nigga. You don't say that to Rachel Maddow, nigga, on MSNBC. You didn't say that to Joy Reid, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm just giving you the news. I'm a newscaster. I'm just the media. I'm unbiased, niggas. You know what I mean? But don't look at this shit with a fearful eye and whatnot. Look at this shit with an eye of disgust. Like, the fuck out of here. Like, you look at it like what it is. Little dick energy, desperation, agent provocateurism, right? This shit is coming from the heights of the government. They want your attention. They want you to be a part of this ritual that they have to have you a part of in order for one of these motherfuckers to get in the White House and whatnot. That's really what it is that they're trying to do. Okay. They have strongholds in Arizona, California, Georgia, and Texas, but many of its recent stunts have been taking place in Florida, the new home of California raised whoever that dude is. They say he's an agent and whatnot, and we'll talk about him later. The word goyim is a disparaging Yiddish and Hebrew word for non-Jews. Y'all should all know that. Okay. So yeah, that's just them over there in the suburbs and shit. They wasn't in the hood. These niggas is in the suburbs and shit, you know, marching and whatnot. You know, and you know, if I were driving by, I probably would go text somebody while I was driving, and you know, probably lose control of the wheel. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I might look the other way because Miss Parker is walking by and just hit a few people. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I might just have a Grand Theft Auto flashback. Who knows? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Like, for the brothers with the CDL licenses, you know, just look out for red shirts when you're driving through Florida. You know what I'm talking about? And you're in them 18-wheelers and whatnot, you know. You might want to pull over and pick them up or something. You know what I'm saying? And just pick them up. Yeah. So, yeah. Right? Yeah. So just pay attention to Florida with more of, if you live in Florida, you know, just keep your eyes open. Be aware of what the fuck be going on. You know what I mean? Definitely vet the white guys on Tinder that you meet from Florida, ladies. And brothers, you know what I mean? Those Beckys is lining niggas up too. Don't get it fucked up. You know, ask your co-workers, you know what I mean, who they voting for. If that's something, you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I can't tell y'all how to move, but you know, I'm asking questions. I'm like, I'm asking questions, bro. Like, fuck out of here. You dig? But at the same time, just to show you, and I brought it up before, right, about the drill rappers, because this shit is allowed to happen. It's only allowed to happen because the front line is weak. You have no front line. You don't have PMCs. You don't have militias anymore. You just got gangs and drill rappers taking over your cities and turning them into killing fields. So these racists and these other people, racist police, they're able to kill people, you know, and get away with it. They're kidnapping black women and getting away with it. They're hitting women in the head with bricks and getting away with it. They're hopping out and kidnapping children and getting away with it because there's a terrorism going on and people are basically traumatized and they can't do anything because the hood is upside down. The youth are going wild. There's no leadership. These niggas killed a 6-year-old, shot up the wrong house. This is on September the 7th. This is in Orlando, the same place where these cocksuckers was marching. Okay. They killed a 6-year-old, and these dudes, they threw their life away. These are babies, 19, 15, 17, 17, and 18. They opened fire on a residence located at Poppy Avenue in hopes of imposing damage upon their rivals in the Carver Shores Boys. Sadly, their act of violence resulted in innocent lives being lost, right? These houses are made out of fucking paperweight. These houses are fucking They made out of a sheetrock, my nigga. And these niggas are shooting M16s, choppers, AR-15s, everything off of fucking Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. They're not shooting handguns. Excuse me. They shooting barrels. They shooting drums and whatnot of high-powered rifles. So shit is cutting through wood, windows, glass, sheetrock, tearing these fucking houses up. Because that's what they do. They do drive-bys and shoot the houses up, and they hitting niggas' mamas and all of that, man. You feel me? So shit like this is allowed to happen because the front line of defense is gone. It's gone. Here's an article about Burning Man that I had in the lecture, right? September the 1st, 2021. Burning Man, VR Burning Man. They had Burning Man on VR because of the lockdowns and whatnot. They have something on Burning Man called Orgy Dome. Where Burning Man is called Black Rock. This is sacred land. And these crackers come out there and do desecration with all of their fuckery and whatnot. But this year, right? This year, okay, ancestors was like, fuck out of here. Nah, you good. Get the fuck out of here. They got torrential rainfall, right? Out of nowhere that basically flooded that shit and shut the whole festivities down. Look at all of these cars and whatnot. It looked like Mad Max. You could have sent a drone through that bitch and destroyed everything. Like, that's the same line of cars that you saw in Maui and whatnot during the fire that burnt, all of the cars getting burnt down and shit. But yeah, 2 years later in 2023, Burning Man got shut down, right, by the rain and whatnot. And these people were trapped for days and shit like that. All of these pilgrims was trapped in the desert around all of this goddamn mud and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Toilet potties, the porta potties were overflowing. It was all kind of debauchery going on and whatnot. They was basically shitted on. You feel me? But because they deserve that shit. You know what I'm saying? They deserve it. Going up in a sacred land, you don't belong there. Get the fuck out of here. You feel me? Get up out of here. Go burn some shit where you come from. So the fall of America was predicted a while ago. In this lecture, we were talking about the Great Fall. In this lecture, we were talking about winning Rome. In this lecture, we were talking about how the USA is finished. And you've seen over the last 2 years with the coups taking place in Africa, with the BRICS, the formation of BRICS, with Russia's power becoming a global force, with China running down on niggas and being becoming a global superpower and whatnot, with Joe Biden and his weak ass administration being exposed for being basically defunct. The shit is falling. It's falling faster than when Trump was president, with fucking Donald Trump getting locked up. You know how that looks like around the world? Like, the shit finished. This shit done with, bro. If you try to hold it up, you're going to fall with it. You know what I mean? It's doomed. It is the new Rome. That's why we had a lecture called Nova Roma, where we was explaining how this bitch is the new Rome and it will fall. You know what I'm saying? And it's falling right before your very own eyes. Do not confuse what you're seeing. Man surrenders after claiming to have a bomb near U.S. Capitol. Okay, look for that story to resurface. That's something that's going to pop up involving the U.S. Capitol and a bomb. 7 revealing ways that America is collapsing as Rome did. As you know, we are constrained for time, so I'm basically breezing through these things. As I said before, all of this literature is available. This shit is like a fucking ebook. It's available on Patreon. If you are a $99 member, you have access to 5 digital assets every month. So you'll be able to put that shit in your motherfucking shopping cart for the free 99. Okay? For the free 99. All right? So in this thing is basically saying that America has spread itself too thin, Like the Roman Empire spread itself too thin. They had the East and the West and whatnot, but they became spread too thin. And when shit popped off, everybody was too scattered and that bitch fell. You know what I mean? So America's all up, the USA for that matter is all up in Africa. Nobody wants them there. Motherfuckers getting ran up out that bitch. You know what I mean? They looking at them with the side eye, like, nigga, when are you packing your bags? Because at first they got to get France up out of there. They just turned the power off and the water to the France embassy. I believe it was in Niger, right? Well, Niger's with attitude. NWA is over there. Niger's with attitude. They turn the motherfucking lights out the same way that Con Ed be doing, niggas, and all of these gas companies in the USA. Well, the Peckerwood got his lights and motherfucking water turned off in Niger. Okay. And they telling them get France up, get France the fuck out of there. Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, it's a few others. It's a few others that have risen up. Okay. And America is next to get the motherfucking the pink slip and the Dear John letter. They just got to get France, Gabon. You know what I mean? Gabon, nigga. They done took the whole family down in Gabon. So they're falling. Okay? And if you are really in your spiritual bag, you can expedite it by doing your rituals. Don't be afraid of this bitch falling. You know what I'm saying? Focus on whatever future you want because everything is mental. You could create your own timeline. You could create your own reality. You could create your own future. Your future should not be this fucking script that we seeing right now. This ain't it. This is not living. And people are so afraid. They're in so much fear because they're so fucking spoiled and whatnot from being on a titty of Rome and whatnot, for sitting on a lap, right, of Romulus and Remus and whatnot, that they can't fathom a world where they have to fetch their own and whatnot because they still have a beggar state mentality, a welfare state mentality. Once you get the fuck over that, then you could see the boss in yourself. And you could govern your own mental, govern your own affairs, and stop being a fucking bum. Right? Because that's how we seen by everybody around the world. And I say we because I'm in the same pot as you. They say niggas in America are bums. They're welfare. They on a titty. They are just as worse as the white man. They come out of, you know what I mean? They don't see too much of a distinction. And we could get all in our feelings and be like, oh, look how they looking at us. But look at yourselves first. You got to show the world that you can stand on your own. And you got to show the world that you separate from these people. Because there's no distinction. When they're looking at us from the outside looking in, they don't see a distinction. They like all them niggas is crazy. And I don't want none of them in our country. They would not take the crazy, dysfunctional, ratchet, no coof ass niggas that live in America. You know what I mean? The fact that you niggas is on Casamigos and shrooms, that's a problem. That's a problem. That shit never was supposed to go together. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, we in the Caliuga for real. Niggas is on Casamigos and shrooms, bro. So other countries are not, you know how they letting immigrants inside? If we had the reverse situation, they would be like, I don't know about that. Because these people are a threat to our demise. They're going to be a threat to our value system and our way of life. These niggas are savage. They said it themselves. They affirmed that they savage. Nobody wants to coddle a fucking savage unless you go into a savage ass country where they just turned up too, if that's the case. So we know that this article aged very much on time. Coming soon to a battlefield, robots that can kill. They've been preparing it. They've been talking about it. They've been doing what they got to do in government So nothing that you see Elon or none of these people at Google, it's all been planned and prepared. We will talk about this in an extent on Sunday. We will deep dive on this on Sunday. This is not, none of this shit is coming out of nowhere. Okay? Robots to kill, that been on the plan. And you will see that. So when you do see it, don't act all, oh, I'm surprised. No, nigga, this is part of the plan, nigga. You think that they're not going to have robots to kill and China and Russia's on their ass? Come on, man. We got to wisen up. Right? So we also showed this whole thing with the ESG, environmental social governance. This is in 2021. BlackRock, this whole cabal, very deep and very important because this is part of the Great Reset. These are the people that basically took over. These are the ones that are running shit, right? They were the ones that pushed the COVID restrictions. They were the ones that pushed the mandates. They were the ones that Fauci had to answer to. BlackRock Inc., Larry Fink. They wrote letters to corporate consolidations of corporate power. So they consolidated corporate power during the lockdown. During 2020, the Great Reset was about the consolidation of all of these corporate entities and whatnot into a behemoth that BlackRock is these days. CARE Act funds dispersed through BlackRock via the Federal Reserve. So they was giving out money and whatnot. They was buying into these companies. They had a lot to do with the quote unquote PPP loans and shit like that. They had their hands in a lot of that shit. Okay. They had their very powerful people. I'm not going to read the letter because it's long, but you could read it when you get this quote unquote lecture, when you get this book and whatnot. You could do your due diligence and read all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But everything that you need to know is in black and white. None of this is conspiracy. We don't do conspiracy. We do receipts and we do research and we do deep dives and whatnot. I don't come shooting from the hip. Some people might be like, oh, your shit is basic and whatnot. It's not spacey enough. Well, nano, you know what I'm talking about? Excuse me, Spock. But I decided to stay on Earth with the Earthlings right now. You know what I mean? I could get spacey too. One day I will. I'll take you niggas on a ride. But right now, we're going to deal with the basic shit that we need to know. The basic instructions before leaving Earth. Yeah, we're going to deal with shit that we could show and prove and whatnot. And it's some shit going down that we could show and prove. That there was a complete takeover and it affects many of us because, you know, corporate is shit. Niggas is not separate from corporate. People is on this line. I'm sure y'all like, I wish this nigga hurry up. I got to go to sleep because I got corporate tomorrow. You know, shit. Don't get bougie on me now, nigga. Corporate is involved in a lot of our lives. You feel me? But yeah, they have this whole thing with the stakeholders, a complete shift. Like I would love for y'all to read this and get better understanding, you know. And yeah, so we are now in what is known as the fourth industrial revolution that was ushered in. Klaus Schwab, right? Klaus, that's the fucking he would be the emperor in Star Wars. He would be the emperor. So they ushered in the fourth industrial revolution before AI hit. So AI basically was the wagon that pulled all of this plan into fruition. It was the wagon that pulled everything into fruition. That's what AI represents because AI is the catalyst of the fourth industrial revolution, right? King Philip is behind all of this, right? King Philip is behind all of this. The WEF is the ones that we got to look at. 5G has a lot to do with it. They're going to be utilizing 5G very, very, very much so. As I mean, they've already been using the 5G and shit like that. Global 5G adoption. You feel me? And this fella right here, right? Just take a look at this motherfucker. He's born on my birthday, by the way. He is the king of the Red Dragon, Pindar. He is the king of Canada, Jamaica, all of them little fucking countries that got conquered by the British and whatnot. He is the king of America. Look at this nigga, bro. He look like he eat lizards, bro. He really looked like he eats shit burgers. You know what I'm talking about? From Five Guys. You know what I'm talking about? Shit burgers. You know what I mean? Once Prince Philip, now King Charles. Charles, like Charles Flannery. King Charles. His pop's name was Philip. Agenda 2030. That's the same year Freaky Cuz come home. So Freaky Cuz, he going for 7 years. He'll be home in 2030 and whatnot, right in time for the agenda. He might be teaching about it. I don't know. But this book right here, if you want to do the research and if you want to counter these people, or if you want to have a better idea about what the plan is, the Fourth Industrial Revolution, get it on Amazon. I believe they have the audio book, or you could get the ebook. Okay. Here he goes. Look at the symbology, right? With Charles and whatnot. The meeting was in 2020. I played this on one of my Melanin Mondays. First of all, he sounds like Dracula. Second of all he was talking about was erasing carbon footprints. They have a war against carbon. And I'm of the understanding that we the carbon that they're talking about. Or they the ones behind climate change. They the ones behind the shit that happened in Hawaii. They the ones behind the fires in Canada. They are the ones behind all of this shit. Okay. So is this fucking Fraggle Rock looking chick right here. I think she's AI. If you wanted to bet the house on it, I think she's AI, bro. I think she's AI. She looks like a fucking robot. You know what I mean? She's a puppet, and yeah, she's a puppet. She's probably working with all. She's working with all of these people, and she looked like AI. She's a fucking robot. You know what I'm saying? She looks like Fraggle Rock, though. Anyway, she like Dark Crystal. My bad, not Fraggle Rock. She like Dark Crystal. Remember Dark Crystal? That's what she looked like. Fuck is you looking like that for? You know? Humans of the Great Reset, what the future might look like in 2021 if the controlling elites have their way. These are another group of 4 horsemen. The name of my lecture on Sunday is Behold a Pale-Faced Horseman. Behold the Pale-Faced Horseman. That's the name of my lecture that I'll be doing at DMT, Dark Matter Timing. Like I said, it's available for live stream as well. Behold the Pale-Faced Horseman. And I'm going to be dealing with the 4 giants in technology. Zuckerberg, Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, and another individual called Andreessen Horowitz. Those are the 4 horsemen. Behold a pale-faced all of them got pale faces. I mean, real pale, like they don't got blood type shit. Like, you know how you could be white with a little bit of some type of color? No, these niggas are like, they like off-white. They like Virgil. They like no color. Behold a pale-faced horseman. But these are their big homies right here. These are the emperors in the movie Star Wars. These are the big homies, the big fucking wizards. These are the warlocks. These are the top ops right here. Right here, the top ops. If you know Luke Skywalker, tell him to get these niggas. Yeah, put them on a list. But they are the ones behind the COVID mandates. They behind the Jabberwocky. They behind the Vax cards. They behind the they have a passport that's coming out. They behind all of that. Smart cities, 5G, all of that shit is their plan. You name it. Electronic, EV cars, all of that. That's all them, right? And I wish I had the time tonight to do the super duper deep dive. But like I said, I'm breezing through a lecture that I already did. So if y'all want to see the lecture, it's called American, what was it called? Fear of a Black Amor Messiah, right? The lecture's already, you get the commentary, you get me reading all of that shit. It's already been done. So as you can see, CERN is up here. The United Nations is up here. All of these work together. You understand? All of these work together. They're all in cahoots. They're all in cahoots. They're all in bed with each other. You feel me? Niggas can't even get a functional organization in this community, but look at all of these organizations, all of these institutions and whatnot. that have come together to push this agenda. That's why shit be looking like it's coming from every single angle, because they got the money, they got the influence, they got the resources, and they locked in. What the fuck is this weird looking ugly ass boy doing in front of me? Right? So Mob James, August 9th, 2021, right? He was talking about the Orlando Anderson killing Tupac. In 2023, they about to lock up Keefe D, right? And P. Diddy, allegedly, over the Tupac shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just showing you how everything is coming into circles and whatnot. And July 7th, they killed the president of Haiti and whatnot, right? They knocked him off, right? Today, September the 7th, a Colombian officer pleaded guilty to plotting to kill Haiti's president, and he turned state. He agreed to help the feds and whatnot. You understand? So today, from 2 years ago, July 7th, 2021, Haiti is in turmoil right now. They had a guilt. They have somebody wanting to go state, and they basically are going to fill out the proffer. There's a mercenary, and he basically was like, yeah, we are here to, I am here to admit my guilt in killing the president. You know what I mean? So as a result of that, right, Haiti has been going into turmoil and whatnot. The gangs took over Haiti. So Haiti is gangland right now. You know what I'm saying? Haiti is gangland. The nigga barbecue is running wild and whatnot. And Haiti is gangland. And there's a bunch of clashes and whatnot. And, you know, Sapase, you know what I'm talking about? But Haiti also has this tie with the gold and the oil and the resources. You understand? A very, very rich place. The same way that Africa is wild rich, but nobody thinks that, you know, they don't look at it as being rich because they see mud. They see no water. They see everything that they want you to see and whatnot. Mostly Roman Catholics over there, allegedly, according to a 2003 poll. But according to what I heard, the voodoo shit began to take over because it was at 2%. I could go on record by saying it's at 12% now. That shit is growing in Haiti. Okay? Big time. Haiti has oil and natural gas. Haiti has gold. Haiti has copper. You know what I'm saying? Haiti has larger oil reserves than Venezuela. Haiti is sitting on top of veins of precious metals. Haiti got it, y'all. Haiti is a bag, right? Haiti is eyeing a potential $20 billion bonanza, right? So with the gangs running shit and whatnot, I don't know if they're extracting this stuff. I don't know if they're getting busy and they're extracting the natural resources, but somebody is going to stop that very soon, okay? So if you want to talk about sex selling and whatnot, here's a profile on the Yahudi, the small hats. How is it that everybody that's dealing with porn is Jewish? It's just weird to me. But this nigga got $338 million in dividends, right? $338 million in dividends. He pays himself, he was paying himself $1 million a day in 2022. Okay. So this story is a follow-up to the story that initially broke, right, in 2021, where they were going to ban sexually explicit content. And then they got backlash by the women that were making 2021, August 24th, OnlyFans content creators are the latest victims of financial censorship. So because they were getting censored by the banks and whatnot, they were going to stop the explicit content. The women was like, nah, fuck that. We need to show box and we getting paid. And that's how we feed ourselves. As a result of the flood of women on OnlyFans, he was taking home the next year $1 million a day. And then the shit got so good for him, right? Because thottery is so fucking hot right now because, you know, I would say it has a lot to do with the solar flares hitting the planet. I would say it has a lot to do with the rise of, you know, of the global heat index and whatnot. I will also say it has a lot to do with us being in Kali Yuga. I would say that has a lot to do with the heat is equated to the root chakra, and people just want to fuck right now. They really on some debauchery. They are trying to rub nuts off. You know what I mean? Like they really trying to get bad. You know, they act bad type shit. Act bad. They only act bad. They only act bad, you know? And then you see women rising up. Pussy rap is big. Whole culture, ratchet culture. That shit is taking over. So it's like I said earlier, the younger generation are pure exhibitionists. They're not inhibited like the older generation. They doing everything on camera. They don't give a fuck. And now they find out they could get paid for it. So you got a lot of badly shot porn on OnlyFans where it's amateur shit going crazy. And it's like, yeah. And he's just feeding off of all of that. The same way that a bunch of Jews are feeding off of the regular porn industry. But then I showed this right here. Ron Jeremy indicted on more sexual assault charges. He wound up going into the loony bin. You know, when they didn't send him to jail, he went into the loony bin and whatnot. And yeah, man, shit crazy. That's your man's and whatnot. That's your man's. You know what I'm saying? That's your man's. Here's the whole thing with the Israelis, with Elon Musk. We already went over that. Okay. India is going back into their they going. Remember, India is far right? So India is far right. India is rocking with Israel based off of what Israel had did to Palestine. India was taking notes and whatnot. So India is starting a campaign against their Muslims. So they want to ethnically cleanse the Muslims, and they're turning up and whatnot, even to the point where they're going way back into their Aryan roots and whatnot. And they changed they're going back to the name of Bharat instead of India, because they're tapping more so into their Aryan roots, which are highly fucking racist, right? Where they basically shitted on the Dravidians and the Untouchables. And yeah, keep an eye on India. You know how fucking disgusting those red dots could be, right? You know how disgusting and racist those red dot Indians are. Okay. So this is the Pegasus effect. There's a spyware that Israel is one of the leading markets for spyware, drones, and new technology from dictatorships and regimes all around the world. They fuck with Israel because of what Israel showed what they could do to crush Palestine. So by them crushing Palestine, they sell all of their quote unquote weaponry and their technology to places that want to basically crush their minority groups and basically put their people under surveillance and crush dissidents, news reporters, ops and whatnot. So from America all the way to South Africa, remember, they were in bed with South Africa during the apartheid movement. They were the ones providing them with the weapons. They were providing them with intel. They are working hand in hand with dictatorships, Spain, Palestine, India, Mexico, Togo, right? They can hack your phone. I'm sure all of my devices are hacked at this point. You can't really find Pegasus. It's very hard to detect. They have access to your camera. They have access to your microphone. They know your passwords. They know all of that shit. Look out for Pegasus and do more research about the quote unquote surveillance industry that they have all around us that we're fucking oblivious to. And we need to know about, because the same way that you could see somebody riding in an Uber and you could look at your phone and you could tell the Uber's pulling up on you, that's the same way that when they're tracking your phone, like how the Jack Boys throw the Apple trackers on niggas' cars, and basically they know how to rob you. They run down on you. They killing niggas on a highway, bro, because they could track you on your tracker. That's the same thing that Pegasus could do, similar to how Uber works. So they could run down and send somebody to basically spin on you, right? They could spin on you because they know where you are, because your phone is a fucking tracker. Be aware of what's going on, okay? We got floods. We got fires, right? We got floods in Greece, Turkey, Bulgaria, my niggas. You know what I'm talking about? We got floods. We got fires. We got all of that shit. All of that shit was happening in 2021 as well, okay? All of that was happening in 2021. Nothing is basically going on that ain't been going on. They're talking about America preparing for an internet apocalypse caused by the sun. This was an article that came out in 2021. So if I know correctly, we should be looking for the solar flares to basically cause a blackout, because this has been predicted. And as I've shown you in other articles leading up to this one, a lot of shit that they were predicting has been coming to pass in 2023, 2 years later, after their predictions in that cycle and whatnot. Okay. So Cop City brought RICO charges, right? Fannie is acting a fucking fool and whatnot. The protesters that's trying to stop Cop City has gotten hit with RICOs the same way that they hit Young Thug, YSL, and the same way they hit Donald Trump and them. This bitch is going crazy, bro. They throwing RICO in Atlanta like they out here, like they was throwing like they was throwing fake money at the Invest Fest, niggas. Like they was throwing motherfucking fake hundos at the Invest Fest. They out here throwing RICOs around, nigga. Rico Suave is in Atlanta for real, for real. Okay. So the Great Fall and whatnot, here you go. They were bigging him up in 2021. He was the man. This is from 2021, where they was looking at John Majors as the next one. July 9th, 2021. Every Loki variant confirmed in the MCU, right? So Jonathan Majors is basically fighting a domestic violence case. You know, he with Megan Good right now. She ain't looking that good. She needs to smile a little bit. Smile, baby. You know what I'm talking about? He gonna be all right. Jonathan Majors' trial is delayed a second time after his attorneys asked for more time. That was on September the 6th, 2023. So they got the boy on trial. You know what I'm talking about? They got Kang the Conqueror on fucking trial. It's not yet. He might take a plea. I hope he don't plea out and whatnot. I hope my nigga don't go for the lesser charge. I hope he's not poor light. You know what I mean? But they're asking for more time, and he's about to go to trial. So all of that shit is going to come out and whatnot about what happened and what didn't happen. But they were talking about locking the girlfriend up as well. You feel me? They was talking about locking up the Becky who basically put charges on him, because they was like, yo, we got evidence to, oh, there it goes. NYPD has evidence to arrest a woman who said Jonathan Majors hit her, right? This was in 2023. The tables have turned. You know what I'm talking about? Because in 2021, he was getting dropped from shit. They was basically defaming him. You know what I mean? They was shitting on him. And now, come to find out that the Becky, she might be going to the pokey and whatnot for lying on him. Okay. So he's going to be redeemed, or his ass is going up the river. It's going to be either one or two verdicts and whatnot. Then in 2021, you had information about Black Lives Matter coming out, and they was exposing that they had a bunch of Fugazi leaders. Fast forward to 2022 and 2023, now it's beyond speculation that, yeah, buying large mansion. Bitches love money type shit. Yeah, that's what they was on. They was on BMF time. You feel me? So they out here suing and whatnot, exposing them, and the chapter has fell apart. They have no credibility, no legs to stand on. That shit is dead in the water, and all of the money went where? Where? To Obama pizza parties? Where's the bread at? What the fuck? What did they build? What did they build? Nothing. Okay, nothing. So here we go. Last year, we was introduced to Black Militia Group. In fact, Not Fucking Around Coalition, which consisted of hundreds of armed Black men and women who converged on Stone Mountain. Their leader / spokesman, Grandmaster Jay, was very outspoken, aggressive, and unapologetically Black. Some said that they got agent vibes from the brother. Okay. That's what they said. You know what I mean? So on July 4th, 2020, a local militia challenges white supremacy during the 4th of July march. So they made headlines. They got white people mad scared. I mean, shit, we could show up to Stone Mountain like this on Saturday. What you say? What you say? You bringing your blickies? Don't be scared, niggas. We could show up on Stone Mountain. Blue Pill said we should wear white and whatnot. Imagine if we was in all white with the blickies. That would be kind of fly, wouldn't it? I like that. You know what I mean? I'm pro guns. I'm B2, right? I'm A2. What is that? Second Amendment 2A? Yeah, I'm 2A, my niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm 2A. I'm on it. You know, that's the Shango in me. And you know, I think that we should be arming ourselves, but the right way. So that shit crashed and burned. The brother Otho Wallace, the one I had, the one who was on the flyer, he's going to trial. And September the 5th, which was the other day, the jury selection began for Otho Wallace, the man accused of killing Officer Jason Rayner. And yeah, we already know what's about to happen with that, right? So they're getting a change of venue because it happened in Daytona Beach, and I guess he couldn't get a fair trial. So they had to get him up out of there. And yeah, they're gonna give him a trial. You know what I mean? And I hope that nothing happens negatively to the brother. I hope, you know what I mean? I hope. So in the years 2022, Grandmaster Jay was sentenced to 7 years in prison. Okay, they took the brother down and they gave him more time. Militia leader from Cincinnati sentenced to more prison time in Kentucky. You feel me? So they just starting to pile on years on the guard. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, that's what it is. You know, that this story got swept under the rug. A lot of people probably didn't even know that they gave his ass 7 years and whatnot. But that's his fate. He don't look happy. You know what I mean? But they, you know, I think it was his lawyer. The lawyer looked kind of weak, but you know, neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I advocate for not using the word militia. You would fare better as contractors. PMCs, that to me is more of a safer route. You know what I mean? That militia shit is kind of targeted and tagged, and they made this shit hot forever. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you niggas pop up and start talking militia all you want, you're gonna get Pegasus on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Your ass gonna get called, they're gonna call you an extremist. You know, they go the brother to the left, Otho Wallace to the left, and they'll go Jam Master Jay in the middle and whatnot. You know, the shit look fly. You know, the shit look compelling and whatnot. It does. But yeah, they had they checkmated that shit. You know what I mean? They kind of checkmated the brothers. You feel me? So I'm glad that they didn't kill him when they captured him. You know what I mean? But they might use him as an example. Man arrested in cop shooting had a history with extremism. They're using the words extremism. They caught him in a treehouse. You know what I'm saying? They're using the words extremism, and they definitely going to tie in the fact that they sent the leader up the river to be like, yeah, he was just one of them. You know, he was just one of them. Okay, so they branded them as a terror group. Start for law, you know. And then 1 year later to the day, we are introduced to the Moorish militia, the rise of the Moors, if they go viral for having a standoff on I-95 with the Massachusetts SWAT team. Their leader and spokesman, Squirrelfoot, who happens to be ex-military, appeared calm and collected. He spoke in Moorish jargon. He clarified that he is not a sovereign citizen faction, not an extremist, and aggressive and unfriendly. He's not subversive, and he's not an enemy of the state. He claimed to be a Moorish national, and he was in his lawful persona, traveling to a destination to train. Yeah, they took them niggas down. You know what I mean? So a year later, after Stone Mountain on the 4th of July, we have in Massachusetts, the Moors had a standoff on the 4th of July on I-95. Nobody was killed, but they locked all of them up. They put them niggas in jail for many, many months, and they just recently came home. I don't know the verdict. I don't know what basically happened. I don't even know how they got bail, whether it was paperwork. I'm not sure because, you know, I haven't been in contact with anybody as a result, in that case, as a result and whatnot, right? So I'm bringing all of that up to show you what happened, right? So these are all of the proclamations for the Moors when they start saying, oh, the Moors, so they filed a lawsuit, $70 million against Massachusetts, you know, salute for that. But when they start calling them extremists and whatnot, how could Moors be extremists? And they got all of these proclamations from government, city of Charlotte, right? Atlanta City Council, right? These are not forged. These are actual proclamations. So somebody lying. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody lying. You got Moorish American Week in Baltimore. You got Moorish American Holy Week in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody fucking lying because they identify. They know who the fuck the Moors are. They giving these niggas proclamations, niggas. You know what I'm talking about? You know? But fast forward to August the 21st, 2023. This is how they close out their ritual. Thousands of gunshots fired in hours-long Garfield standoff, right? Look at what I had peeped. I got a good eyes and whatnot. This was, I don't know if this was the same area, but look at where Jam Master Jay, right? Look at the sign behind him, the stop sign, right above the stop sign. It says Garfield, right? It says Garfield. I'm on my conspiracy shit, right? And then when you fast forward to where they killed the Moor, right? Where they shot thousands of shots, right? Okay. They said that he shot at officers from the first and second floors of his house, including through the walls and whatnot. They said that he shot down some drones, but they brought police forces, right? So here's some videos and whatnot. They have, it's just, I don't even want to play the videos because it's disturbing, right? So the neighbor said, I never heard anything like it. Officials, thousands of gunshots fired. Pittsburgh active shooting situation. Pittsburgh active shooting situation. Multiple police agency brief reporters after Garfield active shooting situation, right? So they executed the Moor. This was the Moor who had a viral video where he was in his truck riding around with the Moorish flag and he was schooling the police officers like, you can't do nothing to me. I know my rights. Well, they basically targeted him and executed him, right? Thousands of shots, okay? Thousands of shots, right? No, not Grandmaster Jay, like the like Run DMC. You know what I mean? I don't he's I don't the nigga from In Fact, man, you know his name. Man killed in standoff with Pittsburgh police, held extremist beliefs. So whenever they kill a Moor, they're just going to throw extremist beliefs, sovereign citizens, all of these basic catchphrases to make people say, oh, turn the page. He had it coming to himself, right? Moors have the worst press of any of the quote unquote next to the Hebrew Israelites, but the Moors have the worst reputation in the press. And Noble Drew Ali told you to take over the press. He said to have publications and to be in control of your press. And Moors don't have that. Moors don't have popping ass podcasts. Moors don't have newspapers like The Nation have. They don't have press like that. So they get hammered in the press. They get disrespected in the press. And they've now been tagged extremists. So they have to be very careful because that's basically the right to kill you. You're an enemy combatant, right? You're an enemy combatant. Okay? So the future of humanity will be less white and increasingly African. This is in 2021. And we already know what the fuck is going on with that. You know what I'm saying? So we know that Africa has risen and its profile has risen over the years, right? Over the 2 years, we know Africa is the center of a lot of conversations right now. Shout out to Burna Boy and all of them, Afro beats, all of the quote unquote takeovers and shit like that. We salute our African brothers for what it is that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, yeah. So with that being said, Famalam, that was my presentation. You know what I'm talking about? That was the presentation. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and put this Cash App right here. You know, sock it to the pocket. You know what I mean? We up late. I'll take some questions if there are any. That's just the great fall right there. Everything is falling. Shit is doing what it's supposed to do. Ross Ben did a video on Pittsburgh. I'm gonna check them out. I'm gonna check it out. You feel me? Because I was actually supposed to go to Pittsburgh this summer and do something with Ross Ben and them. That shit crazy, bro. I really got to go out there now. That shit crazy. You know. Cash App is back up. Yeah. You know. Show some love, man. Show some love. The best way that y'all can show love is with your dollars. That's how that's my love language. You know what I mean? It's with Cash App. So we locked in. Yes, Ross Ben is coming to Brooklyn on the 30th. Salute, Kafunya, peace. I gotta look at my calendar. That's around the time of my dad's birthday, so I might be out there. Indeed. Hopefully I provided y'all with some good information that you could utilize, you know, and it is what it is, you know what I mean? We got more bars. We're going to talk about the embryo on Sunday because that's dealing with transhumanism and AI and all of that crazy shit. We're going to deal with that. You know what I mean? El Cristo Negro, what up, my guy? What's good with you? You feel me? But yeah, they created, once again, the Israelis, they've created an embryo using no sperm, no egg, and no womb. So you already know what that is. You feel me? That's gonna be AI. That's gonna be transhumanism. That's everything that I'm talking about on Sunday. I hope to see y'all in the building. You could be there live stream. KTL University is where you get your ticket. I think for the 100th ticket, we giving out 2 bottles of gold water and a book from AA RASHID. You know what I mean? We're gonna be giving out some products for the 100th ticket sold. So that could be you. And if it is, you'll get an email. And with that being said, man, I'm out because I got a busy day tomorrow. You feel me? What time Sunday? 4:44 Eastern. 4:44. Nah, it's not. It wasn't 3D printed. This is a whole baby, they said. A whole. I can't even say if it's human being. I can't say that it's human being. Because if it wasn't born in the womb and they didn't use egg and sperm, they got it out of stem cells. They said it was stem cells. Shit, I'm befuddled, you know. But we'll do some deep diving on it. Okay. One more word from our sponsor. And then we out. You feel me? We're gone.
Healthy so you can get wealthy with True Health Love. We got everything that you need in terms of getting your body right for the fall, for the summer, just everyday wellness. We got herbal products. We got Sabi-inspired meal preps. We got juice preps. And we also have our soul food takeout spot in Southern California. That's right. Alkaline soul food in Southern California. Come on down. It's nutritious and delicious. Get healthy so you can get wealthy. TrueHealthLove.com. Peace.
Filthy Rockwood.
Spooky.
The bundles, it's history in the making. I'm popping like fish to the grease and the bacon. My bitch is Jamaican. United we stand, dividing these bands. They hide in their hands. I'm riding it.
Pull up. Blech.
Up in the Dumbo, smoking the gumbo. Few blocks before green, yeah, up in the jungle, coking the bundles. It's history in the making. I'm popping like fish to the grease and the bacon. My bitch is Jamaican. United we stand, dividing these bands. They hide in their hands. I'm riding in vans, like in your land. Hopping the sprinters. Tore the underworld, popping the mentor. Land of the turtles, I'm popping that splinter. Watching the snowfall, dropping the winter. Dodging the pitfalls, watching this bitch fall. And I still managed like Rich Paul. The paper was calling, I had to go switch calls. I spoke to my twin, I told my young boys I'd never be broken again. Invoking the gins, spitting the spirits, I'm soaking the gin. Your man's in the woods, we smoking on him. What do you mean? We up it and squeeze, tuck it and leave, we leaving a stain. Fuck a Febreze, running the banks, causing a crashing. Feather the feds, Moorish the fashion. Horse we was smashing, kicking the door. Waving for force, it was blasting. Mother the gassing, loving the passion. Eat on your food, the brother was fasting. The weapon that formed against me was me. Perfected the storm as Bentley receipts. Washing the benches, we rinse and repeat. Say for yourself, I'm centered on me. Red is the pillar, I'm pushing the piece. Higher the level, I'm pushing the keys. They going for 19. The summer is mine, I'm going for 19. Thunder and lightning, flooded the bright lean. The hunger was biting, biting. Up in the Dumbo, smoking the gumbo. Few blocks before green, yeah, up in the jungle, coking the bundles. It's history in the making. I'm popping like fish to the grease and the bacon. My bitch is Jamaican. United we stand, dividing these bands. They hide in their hands. I'm riding in vans, like in your land. Hopping the sprinters. Tore the underworld, popping the mentor. Land of the turtles, I'm popping that splinter. Watching the snowfall, dropping the winter. Dodging his pitfalls, watching his bitch fall. And I still managed like Rich Paul. The paper was calling, I had to go switch calls. I spoke to my twin, I told my young boys I'd never be broken again. Invoking the gins, spitting the spirits, I'm soaking the gin. Your man's in the woods, we smoking on him. What do you mean? We up it and squeeze, tuck it and leave, we leaving a stain. Fuck a Febreze, running the banks, causing a crashing. Feather the feds, Moorish the fashion. Horse we was smashing, kicking the door. Waving for force, it was blasting. Mother the gassing, loving the passion. Eat on your food, the brother was fasting. The weapon that formed against me was me. Perfected the storm as Bentley receipts. Washing the benches, we rinse and repeat. Say for yourself, I'm centered on me. Red is the pillar, I'm pushing the piece. Higher the level, I'm pushing the keys. They going for 19. The summer is mine, I'm going for 19. Thunder and lightning, flooded the bright lean. The hunger was biting, biting.